Excellent evening, everyone. Excellent evening to every one of us. We are all highly welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome, welcome. This is Aging with Grace, and happy new week and happy new month to every one of us. It's a new month of joy. It's a new month of breakthrough. It's a new month of answered prayers. It's a new month of exploits. And incidentally, it's my birthday month. Wow! So we are all highly welcome to this evening and afternoon broadcast as we look at aging. We want to go through that process. Aging is something people don't like talking about, but let's talk about it today, please. Just do me a favor, let's talk about it today, because sometimes it's good for you to talk about things. When you have knowledge about it, then you know how to go about it. So today's broadcast is an aging guide. We're going to look at some causes of aging, symptoms of aging, and some of the natural remedies that we have as options to prevent or reduce aging so that we can rejuvenate. Remember, in Aging with Grace, our vision, our aim is to make sure you rejuvenate and you're looking younger and younger by the day. So we are in some social media platform. Let me not say all. We are on YouTube, Aging with Grace. By tomorrow, this video will be on YouTube. We are in TikTok, Aging with Grace. By tomorrow also, you will get this at TikTok, on TikTok. Instagram, Aging with Grace also. Okay, so we are coming live your way on Facebook, but by tomorrow we will have it in these three platforms we have mentioned. You know, I'm so excited that you are with me in Facebook, and that you can also join in other social media platforms and also share with your friends who are not on Facebook. Please feel free to follow, share, like, comment, and ask questions in our social media platforms, and also on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is +234 703 515 1642. +234 703 515 1642. And let's share, okay? Let's share to friends, let's share to family, let's share to everyone so that they can join us live today and enjoy what we are going to enjoy today. It's one broadcast I know that is meant for everyone, because it's not good for you to wait until it hits you, until age hits you, and then you are now doing something about it. Prevention is cheaper, safer, and better than cure. So let's share so that people can join us. And I'm also going to put my WhatsApp number for us so that those who will need to connect with me personally can connect with me personally, and then we will talk. My WhatsApp number is +234 703 515 1642. +234 703 515 1642. So today we are going to be looking at aging. We're going to say so many things about it. Make sure you stay tuned, and you stay tuned to the end. And then let's also remember that for those of us who are my fans and followers on WhatsApp, who are on my broadcast list, that we have a promo going on, and that promo is ending this night. Please don't forget, so that you won't come tomorrow and start asking me ahead. Don't wake up. Let it not be tomorrow that you wake up to what has been us for how many days now. Please, I'm begging you, so that I will start explaining myself. I'm begging you, personally. Let's just do what we need to do tonight, because it ends tonight. All right. So thank you all for joining me. I'm going to just put my WhatsApp number on the comment section, and if you've joined me live, you can greet. I can welcome you to this evening's broadcast. Hello, Beatrice. Welcome. Adelani, welcome. And 11 others that are watching, you're all welcome. Okay, so my WhatsApp number is +234 703 515 1642. Yeah, that's it. +234 703 515 is there. 1642. All right, so that's my number, and I'm going to pin it so that you can have it. Hello, Imuteya, so Oka, Del Rose, Smith, and Chol. You're all highly welcome. All right, so we just get going today. No waste of time today. Let me just put the phone where I can see those who ask questions. So go ahead and ask your question. If you have any question to ask us, we are live. Ask your question and we'll answer your question. But we all know that the obvious signs of aging, like wrinkles, you look at some people's faces when they do, you will see a lot of, I don't even know how to bring my own out. You see a lot of wrinkles all over. Gray hair, I have gray hair. No, my gray hair came as early as 18 years, but it's still there. It's getting more and more. So it's also a sign of aging. Then people stoop. You see some women at their back like this. You will see that they are bent a bit at the back, okay? And some other senior moments of forgetfulness. But why do those things happen? Why do we get gray hair, wrinkles, all these signs of aging? What is actually aging? Okay? Each of us is made up of cells. In fact, 13 trillion of cells in the human body, and our tissues, our organs are each a bunch of cells combined together. They are held together with various natural materials that the cells have made, have made of them. So from the moment of conception, when we are born, each of our cells and hence our tissues and organs begins a process of aging from the very moment you're conceived, not even when you're born. From the womb, okay? So early in life, we are still growing and expanding the number of cells that we have. And the cells are aging, but so slightly that we can't even, notice it. We just see that we are growing and we are developing when we are young. So we do not yet fully understand even the complex interplay of factors that cause us to age as we do. But science is trying there. We know that many different things affect aging. Number one, genetics. Some people just grow old early in life, in their, history of their family. Another thing is diet. The type of food we eat, the type of things we put inside our system is another thing that could cause aging. That's why certain people in certain parts of the world age faster than others. Another factor is exercise. I'm going to be telling us deeply about this, but generally I'm just talking about them. Exercise is another thing. And then illness. That's why preventing illness is very important. If you know what illness, sickness, diseases will do to your body when you have them. Just take, for example, when you have an operation or you have a cut, even simple cut on your body. I used to have a lot of cut because I'm super active. So when I'm walking, I'm not very, very careful. You can see all these things you're seeing are all cuts. Either when I want to carry kettle, I'm too fast, I'm carrying kettle, I'm thinking of what I'm putting in the pot, I'm thinking of another thing, and then I'm hurting myself. So all these things are not good for us because there are host of all these factors are the things that will contribute to our aging process. You see this injury I had now, you see, it's making my skin black. What can I do about it? It's the same way when you fall sick and you have malaria. The more malaria you have, the more eye issues you have, things like that, okay? So all this contributes to aging process. And a series of remarkable biological research study that they did since 1990 have identified genes that can profoundly influence the rate at which cells of animals age. And the good news, even from the study they did, is that biological changes that extend life also seem to extend vitality. So animals that live longer remain quite healthier for most of their lengthened life, if you look at it. So all these things go hand in hand. And none of these discoveries is close to providing a fountain of youth for humans. But some scientists believe that research breakthroughs regarding aging in the 21st century will lead to the development of drugs that can actually extend human life and simultaneously improve human health. They are really working hard on it. That's why you hear people that say reduce your age by 15 years if you do so and so and do so and so. They are talking about cloning and things like that. So if that happens, of course, it will only be a good thing if the world finds room for work, resources, and all that additional thing. You find that in many countries, they're even complaining that there are no works for people who are there. So if lives are now extended, like there's something I noticed in the Western world. When you go to so many shops, you see that people who are working are still 70 and above. And there are people who are 20 and, you know, between 30 below that are looking for work. And these ones that are 70 and above are still working. So if they are still there working because they need to take care of themselves, how will those younger ones get work? So these are all the things that one will need to talk about when one is talking about aging, okay? Now, what is aging? From the example of how aging affects some of our major body parts, let's even look at what aging is, okay? Hello, welcome, Olufemi, Mary, Modinat, Chinyere. Elian, how are you? How is US doing? I have Ubu, Sinachi, Ekong, Doreen. Grace, how are you? How is Abuja? Del Rose, we're all welcome. I'll later greet us. Let's just, you know, follow this flow of thoughts now. Now we're looking at how aging affects some of the major parts of our body. Our cells, our organs, our tissue. Cells, for example, become less able to divide. The telomeres, that's the end part of the chromosomes inside every cell, gradually gets shorter, you know, until finally they get so short that the cell dies. They normally show us all those like tail-like things on the chromosomes. So they begin to get shorter until they are so short that the cells die. And then again, waste products accumulate, you know, because it's just like when we talk about free radicals, you know, oxidative stress and things like that. All those things, as we're getting older, they are accumulating in our system, and the connective tissue between our cells becomes stiffer, and the maximum functional capacity of other organs decreases as you're aging. Okay, for example, your bones, your muscles, your bones become thinner and less strong. You know, we talk about osteoporosis. Then your joints become stiffer and less flexible. The cartilage and the bones in your joint starts to weaken out of frequent usage. And then the muscle tissue becomes less bulky and less strong. Okay, so if you even talk about our digestive system, the movement of food through our digestive system becomes slower. The stomach, the liver, the pancreas, and even the small intestine make smaller amounts of digestive juices as we get older. What of our brain and our nervous system? The number of nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord decreases, and the number of connections between our nerve cells also decreases. And of course, we now have abdominal structures such as plaques and tangles that might form in our brains out of use and things like that. Even our ears and our eyes, the retina gets thinner, the iris gets stiffer, the lenses become less clear, the walls of our ear canal get thinner, and our eardrums become thicker. Okay, all these are process of aging. What of our skin and our nails and our hair? The skin gets thinner and becomes less elastic. And that's why we talk about collagen. I talked about collagen first before I came into this aging process, okay? Your sweat glands produces less sweat, your nails grow slower, and your hair gets gray. And some may not even gray. Thank God my hair is really, really growing. If I open it, you will see some people, the hair stops growing. Oh my goodness. Oh, your internet is playing on you. Don't worry, you can watch the replay. Thank God I'm still on. That's the most important. Sorry about that, my dear. So all of us, we have different aging rates, and also to different degrees of aging, and yet we experience many common effects of aging. Some common signs and symptoms of aging, we'll look at them now. Remember, I've looked at causes. I'm looking at the symptoms now. One is increased susceptibility to infection. That's one of the symptoms. People, when they are getting old and they're having age effects on them, they get sickly easier than before. You know, something that you will go through and you're okay. When you go through it again, you find out that what's happening to you. You know, that's why they talk about old people's sickness, that they are getting sick all the time. Also, there are greater risk of heat stroke and hypothermia. You know, you find out that people who are older, because they have thinner skin, thinner layers of skin, they get hot very easily and they get cold very easily. They are the first to say, oh, I'm shivering. They are the first to say, oh, hot, heat everywhere. And of course, for us women, menopause is another contributory factor to when we're talking about heat. Now, slight decrease in height for people who are getting older. You know, you find that people that when you look at them, they are looking big, they are looking tall. Then when you now see them like 10 years, when they are 70 and above 80, you now wonder, is this person shrinking? Is a sign of aging, okay? There is a decrease in height because the bones of our spines get thinner, and then we lose some height when we are getting older. Then the bones break more easily, osteoporosis, like I say. Your joint changes ranging from minor stiffness to severe arthritis, and that's why that stooped posture, you know, comes in when people are getting older. There's also slowed and limited movement, decrease in overall energy. Constipation is another thing that comes with aging for some people. And then, of course, many people, more people than normal, urinary incontinence. I was discussing with one man and she said she doesn't know what happens to her, that she'll be feeling like urinating. Immediately she gets near the door of the toilet, that's when the wee will start coming out of her. So when she wants to pee, it's now coming out before. So she was so worried that what's happening. I say it's no sickness, it's sign of aging. But of course, there are things that we're going to be discussing later in this broadcast very soon that can help you to make sure you handle some of these things, the remedies that we are talking about. There's slight slowing of thought, memory, and thinking. Okay, but be careful about dementia and severe memory loss. It's not normal. It's not part of aging. Those ones are sickness that needs to be handled. Okay, there's also diminished peripheral vision. You find out that most people, as they are getting older, glasses come in and things like that. And there's also some degree of hearing loss. It's all part of what happens with aging. Of course, wrinkle is the way for many people. Sagging skin, that one is there because the muscles are reduced, so the fats are more. When people are getting older, they're storing fat more, so they are sagging. Whitening and graying of hair. And again, there's another thing that we need to know. There is weight loss, so when aging comes, like from men from age 55, average men begin to lose weight. Some is older when they are 70 and above. For women from 65 and some when they are 80 and above. And that's why we talk about shrinking during age. It's also due to muscle tissue loss. Okay, now, although the body and mind go through many natural changes as we age, not all changes are normal. And that's why we need to learn about this. Remember, I always tell us, learn your body. You know, the way you go to school and you read ABCD, 1, 2, 3, 4, learn your body like that. So that you'll be able to note what is happening to you, the changes that are happening in your body from time to time. There are many misconceptions about what is normal and what is part of aging. Senility, for example, is not a natural consequence of getting old. Though many people believe it is, it's not. It's very, very important for you to talk to your doctors about any of these things that you're experiencing. There's one woman that I'm handling now. She was so worried about what's happening to her. And incidentally, she's still working. So she told me, she said, do you know that I forgot they gave me a report to write in the office? She totally forgot. That's not normal. Because she's still working. And this is something they do all the time. She totally forgot. She says by the time she's getting up to go to the kitchen, she already knows what she's about to go to do. By the time she enters the kitchen, she has forgotten everything. She won't even have the slightest clue of why she came downstairs to go to the kitchen. Okay, these things need to be handled. It's not normal. Your doctor can help you differentiate between what is normal part of aging and what is not. And if necessary, your doctor might also refer you to some specialists. Aging is a continuous progressive process that continues until the end of life. So we cannot change our genes and we cannot stop the passage of time. However, through lifestyle changes, we can reduce our risk for some of the diseases and conditions that can become more likely as we age. And it's very, very important. Remember, I tell you, sickness is one of the things that can make someone age so fast. Like there's someone I saw, like after 3-4 years, and I now saw the person is a man, and the way he was looking so old, I really felt so bad about it. And it's because he had one terrible sickness during COVID. Okay, so we need to be very careful. So preventing aging, what do we do? Screening tests can detect diseases at early and potentially curative stages, and that's why we advise, once you're 40 and above, biannual overall body check is important. By the time you hit 50 and above, you can try every year if you can afford it. But once you're 60, please, it's compulsory that you do your annual check every year. However, the potential benefits of screening tests and procedures decline as you actually get older, but it's just still good that you do that so that you'll be able to watch yourself. Screening tests can sometimes lead to harm, because I need to also tell us this. For example, if the test is falsely positive, if it indicates that a person may have a disease even when the person doesn't, okay, like I know a sister that told me a story of how a friend of hers, she went to the hospital and she did screening, and they told her she had cancer. She said from the day they told her that she had cancer to 2 weeks before they told her that it was wrong test, that the woman emaciated. She had several other diseases that she was suffering from. She was going to the hospital every day out of worry and things like that. Imagine if somebody now peacefully goes for a test and then they now say you have a sickness you don't have. She said the very moment they called her and said, oh, it's a wrong test we gave you, she recovered. All the diseases she was having, she recovered from them. So, sometimes these things are a thing of our mind. So we need to be very careful. Okay. And it's also unnecessary testing when you don't really need to test. But at some age it is. You need to work with your doctor to determine whether you should have a particular screening test. For example, a screening test for a particular disease may not be necessary if your risk for getting that disease is very low in the first place. It won't be very necessary. Or take, for example, you are not going to accept the treatment for a particular disease. Then if it was discovered through screening tests, then it might not be what you're going to do that test. There are some people that you tell them you have so and so, they say, God forbid, it's not my portion. Whose portion is it that you started going for that test? And then they will go back, they will do nothing about it. They will just continue living as they are living. So what's the essence of the test, okay? So, or if it would not extend or enhance your life to discover and treat a particular disease, then it will not be worthwhile going for screening for that test. Only your doctor can provide you or determine whether the screening you're going for is worthwhile or not. But there are other, I'm just going to run through them. Immunizations. They normally recommend immunizations and vaccines for adults that can actually reduce aging and reduce sicknesses that could cause aging. Like they say you should go for immunization for influenza every year. Then pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination. I hope I got it. For people that are ages 65 and over, and for those that are between 19 to 64, they also have some kind of pneumococcal infection vaccination they recommend for them. Tetanus, of course, we all do tetanus if we have cuts and things like that. Diphtheria, they also have one shot at least in one occasion for children and the things like that. So like diphtheria, they say you should take it every 10 years. They also have this herpes vaccine for people that are ages 50 and over. Even if they have not had any attack before or earlier in life, you can still go for it. They have the meningococcal vaccine, okay, and this also you can talk to your doctor about it. Human papilloma virus vaccine, depending on your age and the risk profile. Hepatitis A virus, hepatitis, let me not bite my tongue, hepatitis B virus vaccine, okay? You can also get those ones if you didn't get them as a child, okay? If not, one might be in the risk of some infection. So all these vaccines are good. You can go and talk to your doctor about the vaccines that you need at your age, and also for your children, make sure that they go through the vaccines they ought to go through. There are general recommendations for older adults and some older for immunization. So it's your doctor that will be able to give you the details of this. Okay. Now, for people, others with weak immune system, that's another thing. You will know if you have weak immune system. How do you know? If somebody coughs or has catarrh around you, before they say Jack Robinson, you are the first to take it. Your immunity is low. So you need to do something about it. You stay in a place, immediately mosquito bites, the next thing malaria. Your immunity is low. You need to do something about it, okay? So some general recommended immunization should not be given also to people who have weak immunity. You know why? Because if you now introduce that disease, it might just knock them out. That's why essentially it's very, very important for you to make sure that any immunization you're taking, your doctor is recommending it for you. Talk to your doctor. It's very, very important. As you age also, it's very, very important for you to think about not only how long you will live. That's not the most important thing about life, but how well you live. Are you moving in and out of hospital? Are you weak and tired all the time? Are you so down that you're not enjoying life? That is not life now. That's why people say long life that is satisfied. That's what God will give us. And I receive for you and I receive for myself in Jesus' name. So these strategies we're going to discuss right now will help you to maintain and perhaps even enhance your quality of life as you age. Number one, I always talk about this. And you know why I talk about it is because smoking is not just about the person who is taking in the primary smoker. In fact, they even say he's healthier than the secondary smoker. That he's not as risk as much as the secondary smoker. Secondary smoker is somebody who is where they are always smoking. Maybe you're working in a hotel environment, airport, or where people will always come out and smoke. Like my daughter and myself, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, we went for breakfast in the hotel where we were staying. As we stepped into the lift, the whole lift was filled with smoke. And I'm like, give somebody smoke there. She said, Mommy, no, that if they smoke here, we will not even be able to stay in here. I said, why is this so? He said, the person must have smoked outside and just came in. And I was just asking myself, somebody smoked outside and came in and the lift is smelling like this. Imagine somebody that is living with a smoker or working with a smoker or working where people are smoking. Smoking contributes to heart diseases, osteoporosis, stroke, and increased risk of many types of cancer. In fact, smoking even appears to make a person's memory worse. The good news is that people who quit smoking can repair some, if not all, of the damages done to their smoking, system. So for you that you're a secondary smoker, please, I beg of you, try to stop entirely. The second thing you need to do is to build your physical and mental activities into every day. Some people have ceremonies of physical activity and exercise. Ceremony of, hey, Saturday, they make all the noise. Then Monday to Friday, nothing happens. It has to be everyday life. And it doesn't have to be that you come out and wear your kit and you're jumping and doing that. Daily activity. Some of us women and men, we need to do some housework, house chores. We need to do it. Gardening, cleaning, doing things. When I'm in my house, once I finish bathing, I wash my bathtub, I wash my sink, so that there won't be any ceremony of that they are coming to wash bathroom or sink, like that. So try to put all these things. I was with my host in Ingersoll, we were still in Canada. So she was so angry with me that I was washing up. And I said, look, even in Calgary, she just said, no, don't worry. I said, this is the activity I do after food, so that I will have some kind of activity, exercise after food. So I just love washing up. I love walking up and down. Sometimes it's not that when I'm washing up, you will see when I wash one, I'll clean, go and put it in the cupboard, come back. wash another one, clean, go and put it in the cupboard. I'm doing that because I want to bring in some movement in what I'm doing. So physical activity is good for your body and for your mind also. Exercise and even activities such as gardening, housekeeping, that people don't even think about as exercise, will help your bones and your heart healthier, and also will help to keep your weight in check. The third thing is for you to eat a healthy, nutritious, diet-rich, food in whole grains. Whole grains are very, very good. Vegetables and fruits. And also substitute healthier unsaturated and polysaturated fat for unhealthy saturated fat and trans fat. In fact, remove trans fat completely. Such a diet will protect you against many diseases, including the biggest killers, which are heart diseases, cancers, and stroke. The next thing is, number 4, is to maintain a healthy weight and body shape. I beg of you, I'm begging myself also. As we get older, our metabolism slows, I'm telling you, making it harder for you to burn off calories. But excess weight can actually increase your risk of heart disease, diabetes, strokes, and certain cancers. Let me tell you what I move about with, okay? So that I can help myself a bit, though. It's not that it's absolutely very, complete, but hey, this one opened. But I just move about with my thumb. Thumb, where are you now? Where is this bottle? I help. So that's my thumb. Thumb will help increase metabolism. Okay, and sometimes when it's night and I cannot take thumb, I take bee pollen. Bee pollen is another thing. These two will help to increase metabolism because you need it. Metabolism, if you have good metabolism, this bee pollen is chewable, very, very nice. Metabolism will help you to burn off more calories if you have good metabolism. Because excess weight, like I said, will increase certain types of diseases for you, and it's not good. The 5th thing you need to do, see me, I want to start doing my bee pollen. Challenge your mind. Challenge your mind. Challenge your mind. How many times did I say it? 3 times. Some evidence suggests that reading, like all those who do, you see Oyibos when you're in the plane, they do crossword puzzles, playing musical instruments, or even engaging in a thought-provoking conversation. It will keep your mind sharp. It will keep your brain sharp. I didn't say gossip. I didn't say scrolling your phone. No. I said thought-provoking conversations. Okay? Go into like reading up things and discussing with people. It will help you. Then the 6th thing is to build a strong social network. A lot of people undermine this, but those who understand it, because we Africans, we take it for granted. But Oyibos will understand what I'm saying. As you get older, it's important to maintain close and rewarding ties with your family members and your friends. And also to increase and create new connections when possible. You know why this is so? Some studies suggest that social ties help ward off dementia and also keep you mentally sharp. Other studies also suggest that strong social connections can help you to live longer, protect your sight, your hearing, your general health by following preventive care guidelines. Let me tell you something. When our fathers are getting old, they are itching to go back to the village so that they can go and stay with their brothers. Why do you think so? Because in the city, everybody is busy going up and down. They don't have time for them. They will just sit in one place. But when they go to the village, that village meeting they will go for, funeral they will go for, wedding they will go for, they say this one they will go for. You find out that every day they are dressing up and they are going from one place to the other. So it helps them. It's a good social tie that can help them. There is another thing I have to talk about, number 7. Maybe I will end with it. Flush, brush, and see your dentist regularly. A lot of us, we finish eating morning, afternoon, night. Sometimes it's 3 days a week that once in 3 days that you brush your mouth. You see, you need to brush your mouth daily. Use the correct toothpaste like Forever Tooth Gel. Our tooth gel, I was discussing with one man. I said, see, I don't do scaling as I used to because of that toothpaste. It's very, very good for you because it just does gradual daily scaling for you. And dental floss, okay, you put it after food in between your teeth. Get a good one, a superior one, so it's able to remove all those food things, particles, because when you're getting older you have spaces in your teeth, okay, in between your teeth, so it's good for you to flush. So when you flush, you remove all those particles that are in there, gargle, wash, brush, and then you find out that your teeth is good. Many diseases begin here in these mouths that we are looking at, but a lot of us don't know it. Poor oral health will have many repercussions, including poor nutrition, unnecessary pain, and even higher risk of heart diseases and stroke. Can you believe it? That you have poor, if you have poor dental health, it can lead to stroke. If you have poor dental health, it can lead to heart diseases, especially when we are growing older. All right, so finally, call your doctor if you notice any change that are not normal as part of aging. Don't be afraid. Some people hide. There's somebody that died. I don't even remember when I was asking. They say, she has been sick now. I said, sick care, because she was covering everything. Sometimes, like occasional forgetfulness and slowing of thoughts are not uncommon. Dementia and severe memory loss are not a normal part of aging, and you need to report it immediately. Stop hiding. A lot of us cover until the thing becomes so bad that nothing can be done about it. Look, although aging is inevitable, you can actually take steps to reduce your risk of diseases and maintain your quality of life as you get older. One more last thing. Supplementation is very, very important for us. Remember, like I always tell us, because your bodies are not making what they are supposed to make, you must help your body to get the dietary supplements and dietary nutrition and all the macro and macro nutrients that your body needs. It's very, very important. As you see me here, I have my daily supplements. I don't joke with them. My Vitalized Women. This helps me because the company has put everything a woman needs in it to be healthy. My eye vision, because I look at the computer all the time. I still read. I still study. I don't joke with my eye vision. I take my eye vision every day. Okay, these are the ones you see me always there with. Now I'm abroad and I know cold, people are sneezing and all that. I have my bee propolis. This is my bee propolis. It's for prevention. So throughout this my trip, I take 2 tablets every night before I sleep. When my body is about to repair itself, I take it. Okay, that one is there. My royal jelly, oh my goodness, anti-aging, very, very good for me. I take my royal jelly. And for the other room, for those who understand what I mean, very, very important. I have my Forever Move. My Forever Move, because sometimes in the cold, your muscles, your bones, everywhere wants to get stiff. My Forever Move helps with that. I also have my vitamin D, because we are in the cold region. So I take my vitamin D. I don't have the opportunity to go out to the sun as I would in Nigeria. So I have my vitamin D with me, and I'm taking my vitamin D. I have my IG for cardiovascular health. I also have my collagen. I have my collagen. I'm not taking the tablet collagen now. I'm taking the marine collagen because, of course, marine collagen is here and I can easily get it for myself. Okay, my super green fell. Let me see if I can still get it. The one I brought out to use to show us. Okay. And then super greens, because I'm traveling and I'm eating food. We are missionaries, we eat anything. So because I might not get all the vegetables I need every day, I take my fields of green or my super green to make sure I get the greens that I need. And of course, one thing that I don't miss, because I'm eating whatever. If you don't eat, they'll say, hey, mommy, take more now, take more arrow, take more fish, take more. I have my lean that helps with channeling the fat to the places it should be, and of course my Garcinia that I take 20 minutes before food. So supplementation is very, very important. You need to take these steps to reduce the risk of diseases and also maintaining a good quality of life as you're aging. The acceptance of aging, that's what I want to end with us with, is essential. It's very, very essential. A lot of us don't accept that we are aging, and it's bad. Okay, it's very, very essential to your physical and emotional well-being, especially your emotional well-being, accepting aging. If you don't accept it, it will harm you. I know one man, when he was aging, he refused to agree that his age. He wants to do what he used to do when he was 25 years. It's not possible. It's not that it's not possible, but, well, it will take a lot for you to be able to do that. So if you fixate on getting old, you are more likely to overcompensate by exercising too much or embarking on diets that may do you more harm than good. Note it and know it very well. If you're 50, you're no more 25 years. If you're 70, you're not 40 years. You need to accept it so that you can take the steps that can help you to make sure that you age well. Wow, let me just greet us now. I just wanted to run through because I don't want this video to be more than 40 minutes, and it's about 40 minutes now. All right, so let me see and greet us. If I have any question, I answer the question and then we call it a day. If no question, and I'm not greeting those who are just watching without talking, no. It's those who greeted me, I will greet. If you come into somebody's house, you should greet, okay? All right. Good evening, Grace. How are you doing? God bless you. Always greeting and always joining me all the way from Abuja. Hello, Eunice Anderson. Good evening. God bless you. God bless you. There are so many people. I'm not greeting you. If you have not greeted, hello, Doreen Nelson. Good evening. God bless you. Thank you for joining me this evening. All right. We'll soon call it a day. No question. Of course, you can ask me your question personally if you chat me on my WhatsApp number +234 703515 1642 +234 703515 1642. God bless you. Love you all. Bye. See you on Wednesday. We're going to be talking about foods to avoid if you want to reduce aging, and foods to take if you want to avoid aging, foods to avoid. If you want to rejuvenate and look younger, foods to take. That's what we're going to treat on Wednesday. See you. Bye.